Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this Quntis Laptop Monitor Lamp Pro. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost anything extra. So it says here version 2.0 with auto dimming. Here are the features. It says dimmable, change levels of brightness from 5% to 100%. If color temperature change, you can change it from 3000 to 6500 Kelvin. This has auto dimming so it adjusts to the ambient light, touch on off, and it has a USB-C power cord with a USB-A adapter. It shows two usages here. If the screen is between 1 and 3 millimeters thick, you can clamp it in this location. Otherwise, if it's 4 to 15 millimeters thick, you can clamp it in this other location. And I'll show those on the clip itself. And this is made just for laptops. It's not made for monitors. It's just for laptop screens. Let me open it up. It came with a travel bag, so that's very nice. This is made for a portable computer, so it's nice to have a way to carry this. Here we have the USB cord with the adapter. So if you're only ever using this with USB-C, you could in theory cut this little piece off and then store it somewhere. The cord is just under 3 feet in length. Here's the user manual. Here it says anti-glare, eye protected, no multi-shadow, 25,000 hour life. Here's some specs. Takes 5 watts, 255 lumens. The color temperature is greater than 95, so that's a very high CRI, so this would render colors accurately. Input is 5 volts 1 amp USB. The size is 60 centimeters. So you touch the on-off button to turn the lamp on or off. You can touch the light sensor switch to turn on the light sensing mode. When the small indicator turns blue, it means the function is working. For color temperature, it says stepless and 4 levels to control the color temperature. Long touch for 3 seconds to start stepless mode. Short touch for 4 levels color temperature. 3000, 4000, 5000, 6500. Dimmable, stepless and 4 levels dimming to change brightness. Long touch for 3 seconds to start stepless dimming. Short touch for 4 level brightness. 5%, 30%, 60% and 100%. It says memory function. The lamp remembers the last setting when you turned on the light. If you cut off power directly without touching the on-off switch, when connected power again, the lamp will automatically turn on. Then now it talks about using that clip like we saw in the back, the different sizes it supports. This talks about aiming it so you don't have glare on your screen. And this talks about tightening the clip. It comes with an included hex key. So here's the clip. If we pull this open, you can see it has padding here and here, and then it has a recessed in area here. So if you have a really thin screen, you can use that. Otherwise, you can use this area. Then this also tilts. As we saw that angle, you want the light to point down in front of your screen, not right on your screen. Looks like we have a piece of peel-off plastic here. Here are the touch buttons. So I'll get a laptop. This is a 2015 MacBook Pro. I'll clip the light on here. Now this does have a gap here for my camera, and I did check that to make sure that it isn't showing up on the camera, and it isn't. So this is a thinner monitor. It kind of tapers, but at the top it's thin, so you can see it fits right in there on that recess. So if it was a thicker monitor or display, I can clamp it with the larger clamp. And I centered it on the camera because that's in the center of my monitor. So now I'll plug it in, and I actually have a USB power meter. I'll plug it into that actually. So if we look down at the power meter here, this is, I think this is on a low mode. It's drawing 0.01 amps at 5.15 volts. So now this can tilt down, but actually I'm going to tilt it up a little bit so we can see the light. So this is the touchless dimming. So I think this is at 100%. So here we're at 0.74 amps at 4.98 volts. Okay, so then we're on the lowest again. And on the middle, which I think was 30%, we're at 0.20 amps. The next mode we're at about 0.38, 0.4 amps. So then we have color temperature. Okay, I just changed the color temperature and we saw that the amps went up to 0.92. So that probably activated different LEDs in here. And this is rated to go up to 1 amp is the rating on this, so it's under that. Let's hit that again. So I don't know how well this is coming up on the camera, but here we can see the different color temperatures. This is kind of warmer. I wonder if I turn this down if it will be easier to see. So this is a softer light here. So I talked about dimming. Let's look at stepless dimming here. So you can hold this down, and you hold it down until it's at the value you want. So it goes all the way down. You hold it down again, it's going to go all the way up. You let go at the dimness you like. Same thing with the color temperature. Then we have the ambient light sensor. So I'll turn that on. I'll go turn the lights off. And we can see that lit up the laptop. So I'll turn the light back on and you'll see this dim. So now the light has dimmed. Then to turn it on and off, we can press the power button here. So I'll tap that, that turns it on and off. So we're on the high mode. I'll unplug this. I'll plug it back in. And we're on the same mode that we left off with. We'll turn it off. I'll unplug it. Plug it back in. And you can see we're on the same mode we had left off on. So once you get this set, when you plug and unplug it, it's not going to affect it. So I think that's a nice feature. And of course you'll want to tilt this. You can see the light here kind of moving back. You want to tilt it so it lights up your whole laptop. Or, I mean, you can have it light in front of your laptop too, if you want. You just don't want it pointed directly towards the screen where it's going to glare off the screen. You want to follow that light till it's towards the back of the keyboard. This is what it looks like from the side. Let me lower down a little bit. And here's a more sideways view of this. So that's the Quntis Laptop Monitor Lamp Pro. If you like using a desk lamp but you're on the go, this is a great option. Since it clips to your display, you don't have to have a separate stand for it. And it also can be powered directly from your computer. The power draw on this is similar to a smartphone that's not using any sort of quick charging. So it has a very low draw. Especially if you dim it, it's incredibly low. But even at full power, it's likely going to draw less power than most smartphones plugged into your computer. So I like that this has dimming and it has color temperature. When I'm working at night, I like to have the softer, warmer lights. During the day, I like to have the whiter lights. It has that ambient light sensor. So if this is near a window, you can have this turn on automatically when it gets dark out. And it's easy to operate with these touch sensors. And then finally, it has that greater than 95 CRI light. So you have really good color quality on this. So if you're looking at things under this light while you're working on your computer, you're going to have good color rendering on it. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you liked this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.